Hey, Crud. Yep. Hope you're doing well, dude. Can you hear me fine? Well, it could be my side. Let me double check settings. Testing. Actually, I'm okay. I think my volume's fine. Yep. Just been chilling, testing, leveling, chilling, working. So, I have sound muted, but whenever a loot event happens or I sell, I can still get those cha-ching sounds. It might be a little loud. Let me know if it's too loud on the stream when I loot. Like that. Right on. Really not sure why all these mobs are aggroing on me. Probably because I killed their boss. They just start coming. Not that I mind. Free loot. Yes, technically I did. Um, I pretty much gotta move this. Oh, not. Um, so I actually injected quail in a crit sprinkler.
Enraged.
And when you set the log file, I actually load the S3D and PFS archives and convert the audio in real time from your EQ assets. Not real time, I put it in memory buffer, on load. Same thing with, I actually now have spell icons. I should actually embed those next to your damage event. That's all I'm meant to do. Anyways, I'm mainly just doing Pog, kind of relaxing, trying to make some money. And I was like, I honestly should just stream this. So I don't know why I'm offline playing. Yeah, today's pretty chill. I'm waiting for my group, and we'll go do our dailies. Indeed. I've put on music before, but honestly, I don't know if I like when I watch someone else stream, I don't really like all the extra music junk, right? I kind of prefer it when I can just chill and not worry about blaring music and that's all I get to hear. If I want to go listen to music, I'll go listen to music. Difference is like if it's something interactive on Twitch, like we're talking about, something regarding. Do I have to kill these? I feel like I might be able to just bypass some aggro to Nair and then flop. Yeah, me either. Normally I have a rogue here. Well, I am a dark elf. Surprised. I don't want to be forgiven. We're technically enemies. That's better. That's closer to the reaction you should have. You'll not ruin mine. Well, too late. Need to put a little DPS meter. Right. It'd be pretty easy to do. Just like a static number that tells you your DPS. Um, what I'll probably have to do with the tally thing is make it where probably on the normal crit sprinkle, I'll add that effect. I think I could do that pretty easily because we get the spell name. I'm pretty sure I'm already loading the spell file. So I'm pretty sure I got the spell icon. I want to work on that, but I kind of do. Let's see how Pog goes and then I'll decide based on. Yeah. I really need to work on ROF2. Very much slacking on jumping between projects. See, the projects are fun. That's why I constantly am doing them. Yeah. What's your website written in? Oh, okay. What are you using to manage your website?
Enraged.
Right on. What kind of artist are you? Isn't she? Okay, so we're gonna just aggro her. She's just porting. Oh, that's easy. Now the question is, will I survive? What's your thoughts? Do you think I'll survive? I just got thrown somewhere. Don't really need to worry about buffs because they're all gonna get erased anyways. I'll use defensive, go into full-blown DPS mode. Try to stay on top of her for this fight. Trigger defensive. The whole zone is on its way, yes. Well, I did kill some trash, but not much. I can almost just blow her up though and ignore the ads. She just has a lot of health, so not an easy thing to do. To ignore her. Alright. If I can't channel. Okay. That was 900,000. Get another round in. Come on. There we go. That's 2 million.
Enraged. 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 Enraged.
$1.3 million. Summon me weird.
Enraged.
Seems like I'm doing a pretty good job though. That first wave is usually the hardest. Once I get that cleared, I'm usually pretty safe. Well, the wizard gets arcane overkill, so I get mana from killing, and warrior gets killing spree, which gives me health whenever I kill something. So as long as things are dying, I'm okay. I'm basically unlimited mana and health as long as I can channel and kill. All right. I think we're getting towards the end of all the guys. I even killed Tanair, huh? Didn't I? I can't tell. Nope, she's over there. Why she hasn't summoned me though? She probably has a summon timer. You're annoying. I'm gonna kill the guardian. Body's at a bad position. So I might be able to move. Never mind. Tanair's got me locked down. Daughter. Or at least dot this guy up. Come on. You move. Do this buff. That buff's enough. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill Tanair. Focus on her. Bad though, because I want all the corpses, but I can't loot them if Tanair is perma far away. There we go. Let's use Frenzied as well and Army on her. Suffer. Hey, Zero. How's it going? Right on. I'm doing pretty good. Just a relaxed Wednesday. Use Death Bloom and Imperators. Well, if I kill Tunair, I can loot corpses. I'll focus on her. I actually don't really care about the bosses. Plus, Tunair's the reason I can't smack Tunair. Because she's keeping me perma-rooted. It's really hard to channel, and I'm getting summoned every X second. So, bad. I'm losing corp Tunair. Definitely takes a while to kill. Nice, dude. Oops. Oh, I'm by Tunair now. Finally kind of put me near her. Fine, I'll kill her. Oh. Let me channel, please. There we go.
Enraged.
The sound is a little sharp. What do you mean by sharp? Is it too loud? Or like off tone? What do you mean by sharp? No essence of nature, sadly. It's literally taken out of the WAV file, so I haven't touched it at all, but I can turn it down. Alright. Kill things. Well, if it's too loud, I can just do this for now. Does that help for you? Anyways, the coin effect though, very amusing. Just wait till I go sell all this. Hey Bill Sharp, how you doing? So I started Hog at about 7,200 plat. Let's see how much I make here. That's the real reason I came here, is I just wanted a price check. I get you. You want to summon me. I just don't care about you very much. Like I said, it's literally pulled from the EverQuest assets. For me, it sounds perfectly normal, like it is in game. But obviously, I have no sound on the client. I'm literally just grabbing the sounds I want, testing it with that. And it should be a one-to-one copy of it. Obviously, my sound player is different than the one in game, though. I could make a system where whenever you kill a boss, it does their death sound. That could be cool. Don't know how well that fits in the crit sprinkler ecosystem, though. Interesting. Well, remember, though, that I usually have in-game at like 25% volume. So it more just probably is that it's being overplayed or overblown on playing. Because I have it at like no volume changed at all on the playback. I mean, there's a chance I downgraded it on conversion, but I don't think so. I don't know. There could have been some loss in the losslessness. All right, were you worth it? Nope. We're just gonna evac. You aren't worth my time. Seriously? We're gonna play that game? Well, here, for comparison, if I play the sound directly extracted out of it, which was merchant buy. What is it called? Buy item. So that's straight out of EQ extracted, just a dot wave in a media player. Right? And then mine, oh, I don't have actually it hooked up to the button. Let me make it work on the button. One sec. So pop up. Oh, where would that be? That would actually be in placement. No, it'd be money. What am I talking about? Where is it? Basically, play this sound when you press test. Where the hell is the test button? On open, it creates the button. All right, let's test. So that's mine from the game engine. And that's from Sound Player. Sounds absolutely identical to me. Yeah. It really was just that my audio was too loud, and so you guys, it sounded blown out to you guys. But yeah, I'm making a lot of money right now. I did reset it, which is fine. I only made like a couple hundred in there. So this is me selling everything I looted from Hog. And you can see I'm actually already almost up to 3,000 plat. Yep, every single coin that I'm getting is bouncing on the screen over there. Up to 100,000 can be up there at a time before I start lagging, usually. Isn't it satisfying? You see how it syncs when it's done? Like it stops bouncing and then sinks into the UI. So far I've already made 4,000 plat. And what it also does, if you watch, is the numbers, if you get over 10 copper, after a moment, it'll absorb it into silver. And then if silver goes over 10, it absorbs it into gold. And then when gold goes over 10, it absorbs it into platinum. So that it's a little bit more accurate. Like here, we'll watch it here. So it's increasing, and you see all the, we're up to 10 silver and 13 silver. So it'll go to 3 silver, put it up to gold, and then the gold was even and went up to plat. So, because it's your total sold, you know, because to me that's more useful than like you have 5,000 plat. That was 197 platinum. That's why you got tons of silver there, or platinum pieces dropping. That was 172. It definitely makes selling more visually satisfying. You know? Anyways, so Pog is definitely a good cash item location because I just finished Pog and I reset before there. Yeah, it's exactly what I was going for. Either like a pachinko or honestly the bounce physics looks more like what is it? Like tennis balls. The bounciness is like a tennis ball. But I made 6,338 plat clearing Pog. So that's definitely a worthwhile thing just for that. And I got worthless, 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 worthless. Not even for sale, worthless, worthless. These actually don't. Why are these priced so high? Well, maybe they're worth keeping. That's interesting. Is it? Oh, yeah. Those might sell. Cool. So put these two. And then I don't have to put it in the bank. I don't have to do anything else. Okay. Why did Twitch just die on my mobile monitor? That was weird. And then I F in chat for all the tab inventory open. And we're done. And Cheryl Byrne, I don't know if I said thanks for the follow, but thank you for the follow. So now that we finished that, what else is on the list? Hail is up in 10 minutes. Another big zone that's easy to pull. Probably like Sky Shrine. Let me do a roll call. Yo.
Yo.
I'm streaming, but what's the plan? No chef? Are you doing dailies with Shuriken or?
I don't know. I'm just kind of sitting here.
Okay.
I'm leveling items.
Gotcha.
So he's sitting there getting his item leveled. If he wants to go do dailies, he can.
I figure if
I think
Ashram
Ashram planning to come on at like
Probably
Yeah.
in like 20, 30 minutes, I think he said.
yeah.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna keep doing 9 p.m. ones, it'll probably only be North Top or Sleepers and Mischief, you know, just because
Okay.
you know keep it chill. But yeah, ping me when he's around. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, we'll go do some Sky Shrine, I guess. Let's see how the money is there. So Cobalt Scar. Hey Jester, how you doing? I did a couple tweaks. I apologize for the merchant sound. It's the only sound I have currently other than like my notifiers that I'm about to die. Pretty sure I can just evac here as well. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna go non-respawning, I guess. Kill everything. And loot everything. Why is nothing oh wait. That's why. I didn't have. How did you die? You literally just exploded yourself. Alright. Don't really need to go all these corridors, so we're just gonna go. I can always upgrade my armor to Sentient as well, or Guardian, depending on my mood. I can upgrade it with the money I made killing everything and selling it. Okay, so we're going to use the map. Navigate. Click. Did I get them all? Nope. You like my Frosted Velium shield? Is this the wrong way? Yeah, this is. I'm just pulling. That's my excuse. That's cool, Marlis. Think you can just do a bug report, maybe? and pray that they put it on some list of priority. Not. Pretty much. Let me channel. I don't have an easy way to flush my tracker. I'm gonna just cancel and then reload the there we go. Yeah, when I release this, the plan is I'll make in the options the ability to opt out of tracking currencies. Like, you don't care about copper, you could do that. I'm also planning to do like a grouping thing where it's like, you know, group a coin to represent X mini. So like, you know, group every platinum piece to be every platinum coin drop to only be 10 platinum or less. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. For now, though, it's in spammy, I call it streamer mode. Now, these guys can actually be a little hard to fight. I won't pull the whole zone. Not that they're like high hit points or anything. They kind of hit hard. Large quantity. They also do annoying knockbacks and stuff that actually... Speaking of, let's do some clicks. You see what I did recently? When I click my mount, boop boop, it instantly goes away. So I use item for the mount, and then I pause, and then I hit dismount immediately after. I just get the buff.
Enraged. Enraged. Enraged.
I mean, these are dropping spells. Money spells is pretty... These things also have like weird positioning.
Enraged.
Their hitboxes are wonky. So big. Guess I'll kill Yellonak. And I could put on my webcam. I know I've been slacking on that the last couple days. Let me test it. I'm pretty sure my light makes my light have issues. Let me check though.
Enraged.
I won't bother with the big backlight. We'll see how the lighting looks. Oop. You're just going to get some webcam effects. I don't think it should. Sounds good, Zero. Thanks for the lurk, and have fun in Marvel Rivals, the big butt game. So how did my lighting look? You can definitely see a little bit of like a ambiance. I almost want to like put a background behind me. Maybe I should. You know what I should put on my background? I'll put some Twitch media. Like that one looks cool. I think that's, ooh, it's low res though. Let's see how this looks. So we got banner 1, maybe banner 2. I could also put the logo. I don't know if I like it in white. I think I like the yellow. Okay, give me one sec. So we're gonna grab this asset. Grabbing it from desktop. Got banner 1, a logo, EFGHI. Don't you hate that when they like text too, apparently. Now we can go in here and put an image. I'm going to call it THJ logo. Hey, Snortek. What's with the ghost illusion? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Infern, I edited the gargoyles to all look like that. I think that is the old Dark Elf model. That's right. I took the old Dark Elf models and basically made my own custom one. But let's test it. So we're going to take the logo. We're going to shrink it way down. See what it looks like if I put it behind me. This isn't technically the logo. This is, you know, we're going to call this Dragon. I'm going to go ahead. Maybe. See, that just helps with my green screen, because even when I don't have the super bright light in my face, don't, you know, you don't see that the phasing in the back. Looks like there's a dragon about to eat me. Yeah, sadly, Infern. They were going to give us Abomination at one point, but they never did. I should actually ping Kata on that. Let me also put the HJ logo on real quick, because I have it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I got this now. A little hard to see on the screen. Maybe even something like that. You know what I mean? little branding. Gotta lower it on the stack. I think it looks cool. Anyways, we're gonna go kill a snotty dragon. Come here. Item is out of charges. What? How did this turn into a Wand of Souls? How long have I been clicking Wand of Souls on X? This is supposed to be a flux stack. Is my flux? You. I don't know when I did that, but I did. No wonder I was having some weirdness. Yeah, do you like the dragon in the background? Probably change that here. Another thing I can do, which might be also cool, I'll test that here in a sec, is I can make an animated background behind me. I have a few of those. But yeah, do you like my coins? See them sinking into my UI. See how much I make total. Alright, while that's going, let me go find. I think I have to increase it or add it as a media. We're going to call it AnimBG. And we want it to loop and not play sound. That option. Now the question is, where did I put those at? I got the 98 style. I got my alerts. Possible I put it in a... I have a few assets.
Enraged.
There they are. I don't know if I have a good snowy one. I can do this though. So I take something like this and I clip it. That. See what I mean? Now use this. Use the old. That's the logo. There's THJ. But like even that, sort of that, and then take out the black behind me. And then I can kind of just fix the size. There you go. Get like a little bit of a cool fading effect. I like that. Fortunately though, it needs to be a little... I should be out there. Keep a gap. I can... So, now, when I loot, that looks better, right? Nope. Why did I mess up the location? Let's... Pretty easy. Actually a little interesting that it looks messed up. Yeah. It doesn't look... You guys are adjusted a little too high. I can do... This is what it looks like on my screen. So that it bounce perfect whenever I... Anyways, we're going to kill this. So, guess I'll do a dot burn patient. Which means I should be using funeral fire. I did get the tormenting thing, so like some of my debuffs are gonna last like almost 2 minutes, which means they're super mana efficient to land because they'll last like a whole fight now. So that's cool. I don't think it works with drones at 50 seconds. Yeah, that's normal. How's the overlay on? Yeah, okay, so you see it on that. Total damage in, total heal in. And then this is my DPS. Another heal. Okay. Does Mortanum get affected by it? No. Yeah. Some TLC Bill Sharp. I think it helps a bit. The layout. You can see the top border now because I do have a chat right here, but it also makes me look like I'm in game. And then you guys are over on the left side.
Enraged.
And I have a cool animated background. Okay, it's time to do some cash check. I don't know though, these higher level mobs over here are kind of hard to kill. I don't think they're going to be worth the money cost, but we can test. Yeah, it's a subtle animation in the behind me, and it just helps with like making me look like I'm, you know, part of the scene. Where are you? You mean what zone, or because of the starry night? I'm in space. Technically, I am. Yeah, I don't know if I can kill all this shit at once. Find out real quick. It's not that they're hard, but they have really obnoxious hitboxes, and so... Oh, this is Sky Shrine. I'm just killing in Sky Shrine. Alright. We'll do the insurance pull. I am a space dark elf. The worst kind. Alright. So I have a ton of soul wells going, where I should be pretty beefy. And now I can go ahead and just casually blow them all up. Big kaboom.
Enraged.
Should be pretty good experience though.
Enraged.
So 86.4.
Enraged.
86.7. So it's a 0.3 per kill. That doesn't sound great. I should go to Dragon Necropolis after this and compare.
Enraged.
Real reason I'm here though is I want to price check. See how much money I can make. So what do you guys think? Should I replace the money looting sound and turn it into something like I could do special effects to it? I could mod it. Debating how. So, Cinnamon, as you know, is packet based. And at this point, until I do some really good like cleanup to the reliability of my packet sniffer on packets, I don't really want to get the headaches of releasing something that's leveraging that. Plus, another gotcha is you have to install libpcap to use it in Windows, and that's just another headache dependency. I might see about statically building a DLL into the binary, either so it's a standalone or just a DLL package. But the point is, until I get that cleaned up and the reliability, I'm probably not going to release Cinnamon. So I went back to Crit Sprinkler and did a pretty big revamp, cleaning up its UI, interface, usability, you know, because the work I've been doing on the other projects kind of carry over pretty cleanly. Like it's all kind of the same foundation. So I'm kind of cyclically improving everything. But yeah, so everything you're seeing right now is purely with Crit Sprinkler. I could technically do the cast bar through logs as well. Nope, Jester. Not that I've seen. This was really more just me doing like a sample on how much money I'm going to make with this. That's all this is. The amount of hit points of these mobs, though, will probably make it never worth it.
Enraged.
Yeah, and you'll notice if you look at the quests that they allow and everything, they're kind of a waste of time.
Enraged.
These guys are dropping a lot of gems. So this might be monetarily profitable. Yeah, he's unkillable for some reason. I noticed that as well. Yes. The gotcha to what you're saying, Jester, as far as getting this parser, is this is an unreleased version. It's still buggy, and I need to clean out some of the bugs before I, you know, quote unquote release it. So, but once I get all those features in, you can totally. There is a Crit Sprinkler thread, but it's still using the old version, so I keep improving it. All right, so I'm gonna bazaar. Sure, go ahead, fire. Go away. If I don't know it, I imagine somebody else in this Twitch will be able to answer for you. All right, let's see how much money I make. This is the most satisfying part of the new money thing, is when you sell. Especially when you can actually sell things. You know what I mean? Ah, here it comes. All that plat.
Nice.
So the current record is Plane of Growth for money. We'll see how well this compares. If you have a weapon that has cleave 1, does it stack with an AUG that has cleave 1? No. I can tell you right out. You can treat virtually every focus effect as 2 categories. There's either spell category or there's item category, which is technically a worn effect. It means like a, you know, permanent spell effect that's embedded into the item. Yeah, Marillis. Do you like the sound, Bill? I'm probably gonna make it where obviously you'll be able to opt out of it because I don't play with sounds in game on, but I want it to be like usable for people, you know, with no sound on to still have a sound event. That's only worth like 1,000. Those actually sell pretty good. I don't know how well they sell though, or how effectively they sell. So just the earrings to the merchant. Are focus and warn the same thing? Basically. So like quick education, general rule of EverQuest. General meaning typically applies unless the server does something special, which I don't think THJ has done much, if at all, special about this. And that is when you have an item that has a warn effect on it. Where's one I have? I don't even know. I have a torment og somewhere. Don't know where I put it. It's gonna be on a viz slot somewhere. It's an abrasor. Shit. Oh, it's on my arm. Okay. So like this is a warn effect. This is a focus effect. This is a thing that is occurring because, you know, I have this item equipped. So the extended torment effect of this ultimately is what's in the spa data here. And the spa data is telling you increase spell duration by 15%, right? That's the actual slot data. And these are all the limiters for it. Basically all dot damage. Focus effects, specifically like extended torment and stuff, on top of this have this weird component in code that basically calls this kind of its own little like category. So like for example, if you have cleave 1 and you have cleave 2, cleave 2 supersedes cleave 1. It's not additive, right? It's best of. Even let's take in-game EQ normal examples. So you have item haste, right? Like you get haste from wearing an item, which I don't have item haste anymore, do I? Might have taken, no, I have 62 off from that. You have item haste, which you always called warn haste, right? So warn haste, as you know, stacks with spell haste. So when an enchanter casts haste on you, then it stacks with your item's haste. You can pretty much keep that same mentality with most focus effects. Like if there was a buff that targeted cleave, that would satisfy the buff cleave and would also stack with the item cleave. Another example might be if you had AAA that triggers and causes the spa effect of a cleave. That potentially would, yeah. So you know you get origin from two sources, and similarly to item haste, if you have a 42% item haste item and a 62% item haste, you know the 42 is ignored. It just takes best of. The same with spells, right? If you have a 42% haste spell and a 62% haste spell, 62% wins, 42 is ignored. Yep. So for the most part, you don't get a lot of, you know, focus effects is essentially expanding the item haste mechanic of EverQuest. And yeah. So when it comes to cleave, if you ever are curious, like if you have something that's like, I don't know, acrimony, focus effect or something random, you know, it's a good example of this real quick. We go to we go to, what was a good example of this? It would be I just brain farted on what I'm going to show you. No, that wouldn't be a one. Nah. Anyways. Yeah. I need to make that blue effect happen on my other screen too. But yeah. So TLDR, that's what happens. Also these as you get OGs that do the same thing. Oh, no. I was going to show you Primetime site. That's what I was going to show. I'm like, I don't know why I totally forgot that. So Primetime site is the info. What's nice about his site is when you go to his focus effect section, he categorizes them pretty intelligently because, for example, improved damage, notice later in the game, they are not all called improved damage. You get Anger of Juzil, Insidious Dreams, Anger of Soulstick, but ultimately these are improved damage. Unfortunately, he hasn't gotten this to work with all of the focus effect types because like Cleave isn't on here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them. But even like mana preservation, he went through and added like Wind of Mana, Darken Preservation. They got all weird with the naming convention later, which is super annoying. But just keep in mind, that's a thing that you'll have to watch out for. And just to show off a little bit, like technically, so Crit Sprinkler, check this out. To load a sound, what I'm actually doing, which I think is badass, is whenever you finish loading the log file, I go up and figure out your root directory, and I'm actually pointing to the PFS file just like in-game EQ does, and I'm extracting into memory temporarily the wave file that I want. So I'm literally taking the assets the same way the game does, and I'm loading it and essentially grabbing the data I want from the archive and then doing a decode with a sample for like the wave file, putting it into a memory buffer, and then this flushes, and then I have that on demand to play my sounds with. Well, I think Malek, a general rule is anytime that you see a description, if you think like what would be the most optimal way to read it, that's not how it works. It's usually the most conservative way to read it. That's typically a rule of thumb in EQ. You rarely get, adds 100% chance to crit, and then it ends up being like, yeah, exactly, pre all the other stats. That's pretty much every scenario is like that.
Thanks for the follow. Hello_world_dev.
Yeah, thank you for the follow, Hello World Dev. So how many languages have you done Hello World in? I have to ask. I'm going to go talk to No Chef real quick, too, while you answer me that question. Yo.
Hello.
So Ashram sent a message saying he won't be playing tonight. So how's your bandwidth, No Chef? Down to go kill Sleeper?
What was that?
Is No Chef around?
Yeah, he's sitting here smoking a cigarette next to me. I think he said he can probably go with you to kill Sleeper.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah.
Just send me a tell when he's done. No rush.
Yep.
Thanks. Actually, I'll go to this channel. There. You're over 30. I've been lurking for a while. It's fun watching you tinker away at the dev side while playing the game I grew up playing. Sounds like a match made in heaven for you, huh? But yeah, awesome. Glad for you to come out of the lurk world and say hello. I have definitely tinkered in a lot of languages too, and definitely have done the hello world in a lot. So your name is funny. I know on stream, I pretty much exclusively write Go, but I write just in EQ. I do Quest API in Lua. I definitely know Perl, begrudgingly. I don't like the Quest API Perl very much. I write C# for the EKEMU patcher, which I rarely stream on here. ROF2 Plus is Go, but what other language? When I work on my Blender plugins, that's in Python. So that's 5 languages just for EQ. Did I say C++? If I didn't, of course, C++, because that's what the EQ server is written in. So,
Thanks for the follow, Teritus.
yeah, thank you for the follow, Teraptis. Is that you, No Chef?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going, buddy.
Are you feeling energized with your smokes?
Oh, no. I'm sleepy. It's okay.
Well, we'll do the low maintenance clear dailies.
Yeah, we're good.
All right,
Okay.
let me start running there.
Okay. I'll just DC teleport.
Yep.
Because we do this all the time, but I still don't know my way around stuff.
I mean, it's good practice. Do you ever look at the atlas? Have you ever seen the interactive atlas before?
I have not.
Let's do this. Are you seeing my? Do you see my stream?
Yeah, I'm looking at your stream.
Okay. Let's go for the EQ Atlas in-game map. Unfortunately, my UI broke it. Where's the... All right, this is the one I'm looking for. There's a few variances of it, but this is ultimately what I want. Okay, we can pretty much talk about everything EverQuest related with just this map. It'll take a second for it to be on screen, but you see this screen?
Oh, yeah.
Audio will be a little lagged, so I'll take a moment on each one.
Yeah, you're good.
So EverQuest, if you haven't, like, overview-wise, right? When EverQuest launched, this big continent here, which is Antonica, this you're probably very familiar with because we're over here in East Common Lands, you know, hanging out. Actually, it's probably a little bit above the desert, right around here. Otis, that was where the hole is and all that. You know, Fadewar, that's where the elves live and shit. And then the first expansion was Kunark, which is down here. You know, that's where Chardok is in your life over there. Now we're in Velius, so that's the big ice island. And after Velius, we're going to go to the moon in Lekland.
Nice.
And then there'll be space cats.
I do enjoy space cats.
Well, they're already here, technically. The Vashir, the playable race, is the space cats. Normally, they're introduced in Lekland on outer space. So every time you travel to Lekland to like Charval or any of those zones, you're actually going to the moon. And then
I always want to be an astronaut.
yeah. And then you go to the Plains of Power. That's going to be after Lekland. That's honestly, like, if you ask me what are the best expansions or the best, you know, times to play, I personally love Velius. I like the Velius experience, Velius, you know, all that stuff. Because, you know, dragons, and it's just a cool expansion. And I really like Pop.
Yeah, I know a little bit about, like, Plane of Knowledge and that stuff from playing on Coronavi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once that unlocks Plane of Knowledge, that becomes the hub, normally.
Yeah.
In THJ, it's not that way. Hey, Tulab, how's it going? And then after we defeat the Plane of Time in Quarm, we open up the Gates of Discord, which is the weird named zones. And then if we're lucky, we will have the Omens of War at some point. But anyways, I just wanted to show that because you can actually, if you have, do you have normal EQ maps open right now?
I believe so.
Your
yes.
UI's default?
Yeah.
So if you open your map up, do you see an Atlas button on it?
There is not an Atlas button on it.
Okay. They must have turned it off, I think, even on the default UI. Oh well, but you can interact and kind of click through the zones, and it's very helpful as like a assistant tool as you're learning the connection. As far as 2 Lab goes, where's the Echo and Nadox? Well, so do you know the entrance where the mobs are really crappy and there's like the cliffside that's all cracked and like shambled? It's there, which I think's like the northeast zone in. Or if you're coming from the Gulf of Gunthac, you don't go in immediately to the west. You go more northward and then you come back down south. Right, Atlas button, tab. It depends on your UI too, because some UIs, like I took mine out, but I could put it back in. I'm going to take a look at what's up in this zone real quick too. Doesn't look like anything of note. Non-respawning. Oh, the Drakeen controller's up. Do you think that's worth killing? I mean, it's money. Are you cool with it real fast?
Whatever you want to do, man.
I'm just in Overworld.
Okay.
What I'll probably do is snare flop run. Can I snare flop run? I don't know if I have a button that snare flops cleanly. Maybe I do. I can make one. I haven't thought about that before.
I need to click out of here.
Yeah, if you want to
And
come.
then I'll be in.
Let's see if I can do this right. Encroaching darkness. Why is he? There we go. But yeah, essentially, oh, phantoms are popping. I'm snaring everything. And I'm flopping. Oh, that guy might aggro on accident. If I train him, is that considered rude? Well, hopefully he didn't need the stuff over here. We also need to check for the sinister.
How'd you get that far?
I just walk through mobs. Oh, that's a corpse.
Right.
So he killed the sinisters. Yeah, don't forget, Merlis, that you can just... Oh.
Okay.
Training is always rude, tisk tisk. I wasn't training, I was literally just running through. Honestly, I should be fine if you're here. But this is all we're after, is this Drakeen. Drakeen Apprentice. And once he dies, I'll just evac, and then we can just go in. What weapons are there for AoE procs? A lot. I think it kind of depends. It's also not a lot. Yep. Painbringer is one.
Let's see, you dropped down, right?
Yep, just once. You'll see the mobs about to
I see
repop.
it.
You may as well, by the way, while these are clearing, you know, drop your doppel and then just start buffing me, basically. You know what I mean? Unless you want to help, but these fights are going to be really fast. And the hardest part's going to be these ads that are going to come say hi. Even though they're not going to be too hard. We can pretty much just ignore them. I guess I need to. gonna be one more pop after this.
Yep.
Have you done this before, by the way?
Nope.
I was doing some testing where's the controller? All we care about. There he is. I was going to different zones and selling everything and seeing how much it was giving me in money.
Mhm.
Obviously, there's variability to that, you know, depending on the drops and how many named there were and all that. All right, we got 3 scales. That's all I needed. The rest of this we can just leave, so I'm going to evac. Sorry for the guy in between, but he's killing it anyways, and he's a triple pet. Did you disband or crash?
Nope, it didn't take me.
But you're out of
It's
the
okay,
group too. Weird. Well, just fade and
Yeah, a bizarre.
yeah. My bad.
That was weird.
It decided you weren't worth bringing. But, oh, that's a bard. They can survive. They got this. Anyways, so what's your guess? Where did I make the most money selling everything that dropped?
You're talking to me?
Yes.
Nope.
Which zones? Let me list the zones that I've gone. Sky Shrine, Chardock B, Plane of Growth. What else did I go? I think that was about it.
Can you send me a group invite? I would say Sky.
Sky? I didn't say Sky. Sky Shrine. But
Yeah, Sky Shrine.
okay. So keep in mind, every time I cleared, I just went the main path. You know, like, well, in the case of Pog, I did a full zone clear because, you know, Tin Air pulls it for me. But yeah, so price-wise, I'll just tell you the numbers. Chardock, just doing a straight run for the Royals, everything in between, killing everything.
Mm-hmm.
I made, what's your guess? How much did I make? You want to guess it or should I just tell you?
Just a straight run to the Royals in Chardock.
Yeah, so everything in between, grab Koro Kusk, you know, but just not
Is
go
that
out of my
with
way on
all
the
goodie guys up.
yeah.
Well, I mean, baseline, you probably, if you looted everything that you killed just running down, maybe you got 10K out of that. If you got some good drops off stuff, I would say maybe 30 or 40K.
So keep in mind, this was literally me just looting everything, going to a merchant, selling everything. No, oh, I got a, you know, Shroud of Undeath. I can sell that for 20K or whatever. None of that. It's literally just clear the zone, loot everything, go to the merchant, sell it all, done. Right?
Right. Okay. I'd say at least 12.
Wow. You have very optimistic estimates. I made
Is it like 6?
3,600.
3,600?
Yeah.
That's weird because every time we would do like half a clear.
Well, this wasn't technically half a clear, though. This was literally me running down the main hallway, taking one sideway for Korokusk, and then running all the way to the Royals. So all the mobs in between, which is a good chunk of the zone, but I wouldn't necessarily say half, you know?
Okay. Well, yeah, that makes fair because that's what kind of why I said 6. Because if we were doing Chardock runs,
6 is technically close, but
yeah,
about half.
6 is kind of a little bit more of like doing a full clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next would be Chardock B. If you don't know a guess for that, just say, do you think it would be more or less? And now with Chardock B, I did go to the side corridors a little bit. Not a full clear, but just like a lazy, you know what I mean? Ran down that one little hallway, ran all the way to that little corner we usually clear to. It was mostly a full zone clear and Korokas. And I just vendor looted pretty much everything. What's your guess on that? You think it was more or less than Chardock?
Hmm. I'll say it's more, but probably not much. Maybe like 4.
Okay, so like 1,000 more.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was 1,000 less,
Okay.
which was interesting. I actually,
But combined total, you're looking at almost about 6K for a full clear.
yeah.
If you're doing all this stuff.
Yep. All right,
I mean,
so
it's not bad money, and it's probably is really good AAs for a lot of people too running.
Yep. Are you almost here?
Yep.
Okay, so when you get here, I'm gonna flop, just because I have shit on me still, and I will. I'm gonna bazaar actually, bazaar and back. Actually, I can just bazaar and back. There's not enough in between us to matter. I mean, I could do the flop and stay around, but screw it. I'll just come back. Give me like however many minutes that is. A minute and a half, 2 minutes. Anyways, okay, so correct. So I made about 7K so far, but let's break it up by zone, okay? Because that's all I was focusing on is like, okay, if I just was lazily non-respawning, massacre a zone, and just vendor loot, right? No, like, oh, that sells for 10K if I put it in the bazaar. None of that. It's just boom, boom, right? Yeah. Okay, so the next zone I did was fear. And that was a full zone clear because Kazakh, makes that easy. How much do you think I made on that? Or if you don't have a guess, just say like, do you think it was less than Chardock, more? You know what I mean? Like that.
Less.
Correct. Yeah, it was like, I want to say like 2,500, which is still competitive. Like literally like 500 plat, give or take. I didn't write down the exact numbers, and it's going to vary every run, of course. So competitive. What else did I do? I did Plane of Growth. Again, because Tunaire's there, it's a full clear. What's your guess? More or less than Chardock?
You did a full clear of
Pog, looted everything, went to the merchant, sold it all.
Oof, that's a lot of mobs too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to go with less.
Okay.
Just because, I mean...
You think Chardock's the Pog, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Does a lot of that stuff sell, or is it a lot of the 0 copper items?
Yeah. So in the end, I actually ended up making about 6K. So it nearly doubled what Chardock gave me. Granted, that was only a partial pull of Chardock, right? Like a full clear of Chardock, you're likely going to make more than that base.
Yeah, and especially if your charisma is up high because you sell a little bit more, right?
Right. I am currently at 312 charisma, so I'm pretty up there.
Yeah, my charisma is at 372, and I think the crown of ruby or whatever that drops in there, and then the crown or the diamonds, I think I get roughly 297 plat a piece.
Yeah, what you should do
all the time
is delta it. Look at the inspect. See how much that sells for normally. Where are you, by the way?
Oh, I am bizarre portaling back because
the
Grand Arbiter was on my ass right there.
Oh, yeah. And he has the shitty aggro radius.
Yeah. All right. I'm back. Where you at?
Just engaged.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see you. Still have buffs?
Yep. You gave me Shashar, which makes me happy. And Ego. Those are the 2 key. The rest are bonus.
Yep. And I gave you Boon, I believe.
Yep. Sadly, it's on the right hand of it. All right, though. So, yeah. What level can we start at Chardock? 2Lab asked. You just have to have Kunark unlocked. I don't think it's a level. Make sure that you've killed Nagy and Vox. And then once you do that on your account, you should be able to get there at any level, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's a level rec to enter.
Enraged.
But yes, I do plan to do a Dulac clear, Matsurugi. We'll see how that sells. Sorry, I'm just selling. I'm going to sell all this. I assume you would do the same basically, right?
Yeah.
Probably 40. Oh, you mean like what level is it recommended to do Chardock? That again is a very subjective question. How twinked are you, right?
Yeah. If you have like 120 AAs and you're on a Shadow Knight Wizard,
Something.
anything,
Yeah.
just go through and just take the whole zone.
Yep.
Do you have a parser up?
Yep.
I'm curious to see what my damage is like now.
So I'm doing super lazy mode right now.
Yeah.
And I am now, it's going down 2.6 and you are 1.7.
Okay.
No burns. I literally, I broke 3 for a sec. I'm probably getting partials too. But again, I'm so crit dependent. It's like I can literally double my DPS if I crit a lot, you know? Does anyone know if there are plans to separate the loot of the Howler Illusion and stats? The challenge you're going to hit, Teraptus, is that a lot of the Bard instruments are kind of neglected, both on like the instrument mods, they're a little wonky still, as well as the, by the way, I still have, I think, the crystal that you gave me when we raided last. Like, that's how long I've had that crystal in my inventory. Because I hadn't logged out long enough for it to poof. Or did they fix it where it doesn't poof anymore? It may not poof anymore. Plus, I don't think Loot of the Howler beats the one that you get from Silverwing in Bishan's Peak, or it's barely competitive compared to like the Maestro loot. But yeah, you're talking about the Werewolf Illusion. I gotcha. Yeah, you could make a bug report, Terrapist, and just see if they are cool with it. So this one you're doing about 1.1. Which in my opinion is perfectly fine.
Right. And I'm not using, I'm using literally 2 lowest spells. I'm doing a Smite and Chaotic Feedback. I'm just wondering if it went up a little bit because I got the necklace leveled up and the and the robe.
Yeah, potentially.
So
I don't usually
heal and
a little bit of spell damage doesn't make a huge difference. I mean, it adds up, but it's more like, I don't know. It depends. All right. Boop, boop, boop. What I need to get in the habit of, though, is being diligent with like Soul and fixing Morgana, or whatever it's called, and Mortanum, because a lot of those spells now have longer durations. I think it's specifically dots, though, that I cast. I don't think my clickies are infected by Torment. Because it's more worthwhile now, because it's an extra, some of them are almost 50% longer. So, I need to... Yeah, like Torment of Shadows is now 2 minutes long. and Scourge is 1:16. I got to actually sit down and do a reassessment of all my dots and reorder them based on the new durations. Because that's going to give me a significant DPS boost when I can just do it at the beginning of the fight and it'll last the entire fight duration. That's like a no-brainer, you know? All right. Ready for the big guy?
Yeah. Literally used 10% mana that whole time. Let's see. Can I not get feared on this?
Well, just say that and I'll put Warcry and that should fix that. We'll see though.
Okay.
You just have to remind me like you just did. Because I'm usually the reason you're getting feared is because I didn't press that button.
Gotcha.
We'll see though. Let's see if you get feared. I like your Song of Stones because they're all gargoyles, which means you get the illusion of what I wear. So they all look like dark elves in Velious armor. Oops. How did that happen? I think your doppelganger taunted. That's what's happening. Can you type /pet taunt?
My pet's dead.
Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually what's happening. Sorry, you're getting the ad. Hopefully you survive. Another. You're on low hate now? Or no, it's your pet still, dude. You see doppelganger?
Yeah.
Your pet is pulling aggro from me and tanking.
That's funny. Well, I mean, that's a good thing.
You can't attack while invulnerable. Sacred Barrier? How did you put Sacred Barrier on me? Weird. What triggered Sacred Barrier on me? I wasn't even low health. Do you have the Bard invul?
I hit Exquisite Benediction.
No. Did you click a DS or a invul?
A DR, Divine Retribution.
No, that doesn't sound right. Do you have the Bard song that gives you invul up?
I don't.
Okay. And you didn't use Bestow, right? Bestow don't have an aura? But did you click an invul just now? Like any of them?
Oh, I did when I was at 12%.
Which one did you use?
I hit Divine Aura on myself.
You guys, what did I say, Matsurugi, when I clicked it off? I said it out loud what the one was. It was something like Divine Barrier? Or what was the one that I said? He said he has the gem slot version, just classic Divine Aura. Anyway, the reason I'm like very inquisitive and curious is because, yeah, Soul Barrier. Do you have a spell called Soul Barrier?
I don't believe I do. I also have an Eldritch Rune.
Yeah, we'll look into that and see if we can figure out why. Because that was very perplexing. I was invul. I saw the messages that were saying you can't attack people because you're invul. And I was really taken off because I'm like, I don't have the ability to DI myself. In fact, right when that happened, I looked at my alt U because there's the second chance tribute that does that. And I don't have it enabled, so it's not that. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. All right. We're having a little bit of a DPS issue. We are missing Ashram, so.
Yeah, it's a little slower than normal.
Right. It just means we're gonna get the drakes. So be ready for, the ass rape mode soon.
Well, I mean, I haven't popped IOG yet either.
Right.
And then I do have Shielded Notes that I can pop whenever they come. I still have Celestial Region and Divine Avatar up.
Yep. No, I'm just letting you know.
I think we should be fine though.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not like worried about the fight. It was more just, in fact, I'm gonna click this so I'm just ready. I'm just giving you that heads up, right? Like just in case.
Yep.
25% burn. I technically have been.
Have you already used your crystal that I gave you?
Yeah, if you want to click another real
Yeah,
fast.
I'm gonna give you another one because I don't need it. Oh, somebody just mana burned me. Oh wait, no, that is my crystal that's using it. I'm so used to not using any mana anymore that if I use
Something that just
anything that
mana
uses
burned
mana,
me. You know that mana burn is a wizard nuke that like turns mana into raw damage, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
So when you say someone mana burned you, that means you're dead typically. So it was just funny how you described it.
Mana siphoned.
Yes.
It sucked my life flow out.
Well, let's see. We might. No, there they are. All right. Let me AE. It's kind of tempting to try to actually kill them after we're done,
I mean, we can.
Even though I imagine they don't drop anything.
Let's see. I could dirge.
Yeah. I have another crystal to click. All right. I'm just going to ninja, or actually let me loot Link, loot all. What do you think? Should we evac or should we kill?
Oh, we can just evac. There's no reason to stay.
All right. I'll use Exodus. I see you have a Lesson of the Devoted EXP pot going. So we got Earring Insanity.
I think Shukron popped that while I was in.
So, what are your ears right now? Do you have a Solstice earring yet?
So Ashram said something about that yesterday. So I have one already, a Legendary Soloists, but he said that the UNBs are actually better for me because they have higher spell power or healing power.
That is true.
I have both of those on right now. I do have a Soloist, and I had it on. They're like, "Why are you wearing that?"
Yeah, I think I just threw it at you, or you won the roll, and I didn't even pay attention to that. But no worries. Not a big deal because I just got a second one because I'm pretty sure Ashram doesn't need it. Cool. Solist AC. Yeah, I don't know about what that was because that was very weird. Let's see. When you look up barrier, there's Sacred Barrier.
You know probably what it was?
What was that?
They were probably targeting me and smashing me, and probably whenever I hit it and faded at the same time, it probably switched aggro, probably back to you, and I probably clicked it, my Divine Aura.
Mm-hmm.
And because you are targeted by the mob and I had the mob targeted, it may have cast it on you.
And that's great. But that might be a bug just based on, you know what I mean, how that worked.
Yeah, because it was totally intentionally meaning for it to go to me because I was dying.
Do you know that when you clicked that, did your DI go on? Like, were you invul?
I don't know if I was invul, but as soon as I did that, I popped Exquisite Benediction and Eldritch Rune to just start going.
And I'm aware, Malik, that Bestow Divine Aura does work on other people. And, like, if he had the mob targeted and he used Bestow and it did implied targeting, that's fine. That's intentional. But if he...
I did not use Bestow.
So if he did not use Bestow Divine Aura and only used something like Divine Aura, and it somehow targeted me via like implied targeting, that could be a bug. But regardless, that situation was extra dicey because you basically made the tank no longer able to get aggro and, you know, doomed yourself. Fortunately, you stayed alive, but it basically did the opposite of what you were trying to do when you used it. Which is why I was like, wait a minute, let's rewind and figure out what happened there.
I moved my bars around and stuff, and I don't even think that I have bestow on my bars at all anywhere right now, anyway.
Bestow. I say bestow.
Yeah.
That's a phonetic thing. It's like Voss and vase, right? I bestow upon you the blessing of divine aura. All right, give me 1 sec and I'll exit your DZ. I'll answer the Twitch chat here in just a sec. All right. Okay, so thank you, blogger. We have confirmation that you apparently did use Bestow Divine Aura, unrealizing it, and it put it on me via implied targeting. So that was just an oopsie on your part. But just remember that, like, whatever that one is, probably don't want to keep that as your primary DA button. Because is there an AA on cooldown that's a DA? On your bar? No, chef?
No, I'm here. I will share my stream and you can see all my buttons.
Sure.
I mean, let me find bestow or bestow real quick. So
It says it's ready. That means you didn't use it. Yeah, you have it right there. Did you press that one?
I may have pressed that one, yeah.
Take both of those off. Those aren't oh shit buttons. The reason is it's not going to work like you expect in an oh shit situation. I know it's convenient because it's an insta, but the reason is like, if you think now Divine Arb is insta heal. By the way, Cacophony isn't bad. Like I don't know where you're at in your AAs, but like Cacophony is actually a decent dot. Just heads up.
See, that's another one of those base boss things because I would call it cacophony.
You're probably correct, but it's Cacophony for me.
That's cacophony.
You should be able to macro it in a button to self-target if you need. That is true, Matsurugi. Maybe we should, like instead of just writing that off, you could do a macro.
Yeah.
Okay, let me double check chat. Solstice AC. Yep, I bet he hit like that mob. Yep. But at least we demystified it, right? It's no longer a mystery. Okay. Hey, brother, I'm on your GitHub. This is from Alpha. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I have the Skelly model file download. I'm not sure what to do with it. So in the zip file, if you open it, there's a README, and that should give pretty clear directions on what to do with it. It's also on the GitHub README, but I attached with the zip file a little readme.txt. Try reading that, and then let me know if you're still struggling.
It's always this door that gets me.
It's possible it was closing around the moment you came in.
There needs to be an achievement for getting to Bristlebane.
Like
right. Timed runs,
Yep. Hey, give me just 1 sec.
Yeah, you're good. Ah, God dang it. Why did you go in there? That's okay. Fine. Fine. is not fine. That's fine.
All right, sorry about that. Did you go inside?
No, you're fine. Yeah, I thought you were in there.
You know, give you a little
I have
spice.
to be the one to jump in there first.
Yeah, I wanted to punish you for going first.
It's okay.
Your best answer, Rostam, is to bug report it and pray. Specifically, he's asking if, essentially on Dire Charm failure, can you please not fail? Yeah, Dire Charm has always been that way, where you get to wait the whooping 10 minutes because you target a mob that isn't valid, or you already had a mob, and yeah. And just basically pray. $15 minutes, yeah. I believe it. Cool. So Bristle should be interesting. I do have Twin-cast. Frenzied's almost up. How's your burn?
My burn?
Yeah. Like how many things are on cooldown? Or are you pretty much all up?
I'm all up except for Shield of Notes.
Okay.
So I got Celestial Regen, Divine Avatar, Last Stand, and I keep saving IOG for Bristle anyway every time.
Right. Yeah. So Frenzied will be up in a minute and a half. I'm gonna go use the restroom, AFK for a little bit. We can kill any.
All right, sounds good.
So be right back real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back, and Frenzied is up. Are you back and ready?
I am back. I am summoning my pet, and then I will be ready.
Do your thing. Hello, Cap'n Cube. Welcome, welcome. I feel like I need to tweak my mic a little bit. something maybe like this. I don't know. I'm doing well. We're about to do bristle. Just doing a very light dailies today. Anyone else had an issue recently where the patch button is red every time? That is a known issue, Tara. I have not had proper time to look into it and figure out root cause. I have no idea why it's happening though, from just early, surface level testing. Captain Cube, is there any chance you might be able to show me how to get to BB room from the zone in before you engage? We're literally about to engage. You're ready, No Chef?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll show you after we engage, because we'll evac and I can kind of walk you through it. All right. Also, hold up. Sorry, my money was in a bad place and I was like, what the heck? All right, let's get this going. Boom. I'll get a burn going here.
No, he slowed right off the rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I just get some deep sleep on him. Let me get defensive.
There we go.
Very nice. All right. Let me get my burn ready. So improved, frenzied, kabooms. First, then we get ads. Weird. Okay. So I'm doing 4.2, you're doing 3.4. We're melting him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also getting melted.
Mm.
All right. Get the last ads on me real quick. Use Imperators, Warlords, and Tenacity so I get extra beefy. Blow them up.
How about last stand as well?
21,000 hit points. I'm just going to ninja loot. All right. And Exodus. Okay. So we got Dagger, Maul, and Mace.
That Maul or that Mace is, or the Maul is nice.
Yeah, the Mace is not bad. Do you want to play with any of these? I think the Maul still goes for decent money. Let me check. No, it's already down to 600 plat.
Has 30 hit heal and 30 spell damage. But I mean, I'm currently pretty much, I think, wearing the best that I can wear.
6K.
Especially
And we
for a two-hander.
We did get an AUG of dodging as well, which is the shittiest one. Forgot to mention that, or we were so distracted with stuff. But is there anything you want?
I don't think there's anything really that I need. No, I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, even the dodge, I don't know. I probably can put it in a type 2 AUG and lose the 40 hit points just because it has other stats, but it's not even like, it's whatever.
Actually, is the dagger any good for a rogue? I mean, do people still use it?
It sells for 600 plat. So if you want it for like an alt or whatever, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it'll be good for my alt. Because I have a cleric rogue.
Yeah, you can play with it. It doesn't matter. It's literally 600 plat if we even sell it.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yep.
So, did you figure it out, Captain Cube, or do you need help still?
I'll tell you what we can do. We can go to the bridge and we can have a race to see who can get there.
To the bridge?
No, start at the bridge before you enter the castle and then do the maze run.
Oh, well here, Captain Cube's getting lost, so let's take it slow and I'll just show him how to do it real fast.
Oh, okay, I'm not going to put...
All right, Captain Cube.
Run song on.
Are you watching? let's go ahead and do this real fast. So the first step is go to the main entrance. Okay. I'm assuming you know this one, but there's 2 invisible bridges on each side, and you just run up them like so. Typically, the trick for this part is if you go to the corner, you know, that's over there, kind of where he's running up, and head towards this, you know, pillar to the right of it, you always will be on the, you know, invisible thing.
Yeah. Now,
Yep.
same thing with if you turn it around, Shin, to where you can see the wall.
Yep.
There's 2 segments of the long, thick segments. The last 2 before you hit the skinny corner one is where the bridge is attached to.
There you go. Obviously, you don't go down the main entrance. You take a left here. And it's pretty much one way, so you just go around. Being invis, you can bypass a lot of mobs. The only mobs that'll aggro are named. So, once you're in this room, you're going to take a right. Okay? And you're going to take another right. It's pretty much you're going east. Okay? And then once you come down here, you're just going to continue the main hall. You can't really mess this part up. You just keep going straight, and eventually you'll hit a dead end. Like, the wall is impossible, right? By the way, that guy saw invis, the scholar. So, because they're wizards, so we can go kill him real quick. So when you get to that wall, you take the first east, okay? And you're going to see a book on the table. That's what you want to go to. The book will take you to the theater. Boop. And obviously reapplying viz. And so this is the theater. And when you're at the theater, you go up the first flight of stairs you see. Okay? This takes you up to the stage. Once up the stage, you take the right area of the stage. Let me zoom this in for you too. Okay? And basically the first room behind the stage, you go in here and you go through the fake hidden door here. Okay. And at this point, you're just running down the halls for a long time, all the way to the picture frames. Because there's pretty much just one way if you go in the main hall. You know what I mean? And just keep running pretty much till you hit the end. Here, you're going to hit a little bit of a catch. There's another fake sliding bookshelf. But yeah, you just keep going all the way around. You literally are like doing this whole roundabout thing. And then once you get to this area, the very end of the hall, there are 2 pictures of Bristlebane on the wall. You click the left one, that takes you to the Jester's room. So this is where the Jester spawns. That's the PH that you have to kill. He's pretty tough, so be ready when you click that. And then once you finish killing him, if you look at your map, you'll see that the southwest, one up from where the arrow truly is, you click, you're in the throne room. You're done. The throne room is literally just bristle and ads. And that's it. You're welcome. Hopefully that was useful. I should like add a stream marker and like stop my stream recording there. Just so I have that for making a video for people. Anyways, awesome. We're done.
Why are those jesters dancing? Thought they were going to re-aggro.
Whatever. Anyways, I don't really feel like doing Tav, and I think I need to do something with Anti-Alias. What are we doing, Anti-Alias?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I need to go to bed anyway. I have a bunch of stuff to do at work tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Passives and SOPs to make, and sanitary SOPs, all kinds of stuff. I've got a bunch of admin computer work to do.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah. I sat in front of a computer today for 5 hours, pulling the rest of my hair out.
Right on.
Hi, buddy. GG's. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. See you tomorrow, dude.
Good stream, man.
Yep. Yes. Okay, so no chef. Oh, why am I getting pinged? Non-legendary sleeper ogs are not lore. That is the correct status. Okay, so they're not fixing that. All right, well, that changes the meta a bit. Not like hugely, but it does impact the meta a little bit, depending on focus effects. Anyways, yeah, the anti-alias. I was mainly asking, like, because we're supposed to do fisticuffs at some point, remember? We're going to go kill stuff with our hands, but we probably should schedule that at some point and when we're both streaming. So I thought when you came in here, that's what you were chiming in about. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go. I'm almost done with my dailies. But you logged out for the night, so that's all good. They changed non-legendary to be lore recently, right? No, Matsurugi. That's what I was confirming because I noticed I was able to put multiples of the enchanted on, and I'm like, is that intended to not be lore? That's correct. That's right, Matsurugi. You can have regs and enchanted all you like. Correct. But see, there was conversation in contributors talking about the fact that they can do lore on equip, meaning that the moment you equip the AUG, it becomes lore. But if it's not equipped, it wouldn't be lore. But I'm guessing that code or that proposal just went out the window and they decided not to implement it. Yeah, because the idea is that it would not be lore if you didn't have it equipped. But the moment you equip it, you can't have two of the same. That's right, Melee. It's not as impactful with the non-focus, non-legendaries, but it does impact some of my strategy on the respect of, like, when I'm, filling all my AUG slots, it's going to make sense to fill every one of my AUG slots with either focus effects that I need or spell damage. And I'll probably get enchanted magic spell damage AUGs into every slot too. What is it called? Prismatic scale of magic is what I'm gonna have to stack the enchanted ones, because that's 8 spell damage. So those are what I'll be buying. Yeah, I don't think that one is as pivotal, the hasted casting one, because you can get that with tribute. And if hasted, unless it has well, it doesn't even, there's not even for sale, so I can't even show it. But yeah, chances are that one is not. There it is. So yeah, this is just spell haste rank 4. But see, that's only, it's virtually identical for us with Power of Alacrity. In fact, I have this focus effect with tribute. Nice fire. Congrats. So, anyways, you can use them if you're looking for spell and heal, or the spell. Oh, I see. Yeah, but I don't care about heal. I can't even use heal. And I'd rather get the 8. Is it 8 for magic? Yeah, I definitely would prefer 8 magic. It does not Matsurugi. Heal effect, heal amount has 0 impact for a necro. Unless you cast a buff. Like, if I give resist cold to somebody or dead man floating, that's where heal amount comes into play, and that's only because of sympathetic healing. Or if I healed my pet with mend bones, that would have heal amount. But life taps are purely damage based. They don't dip into heal amount. Tribute is easy to farm with Avatar War. Yeah, Tribute was easy to farm even before AW. Like, I farmed millions of favor just from Hate 2.0 and Nadox and yeah, Vixar. All those out of era zones have ridiculous tribute values. Considering I've left it on 24/7 minus a day or something. Not that I'm on 24/7, but I've never had to turn it off. And I've only used, what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 400,000? Is that what that is? And I have 1.7 million. So at my current burn rate and playtime, I'll probably be good for another 6 months, if not longer. I am still using my Amulet of Necropotence because I haven't gotten the Chaotic Visions neck yet. That's what I want. Or Chaotic... What is it called? What is the Chaotic one? Chaotic Visage? Chaotic Visage? No. Cryptic. They're even for sale? Cryptic Omens. Yeah, which is 45k right now. But this is the neck I'm going to be aiming for. It just hasn't dropped for me yet. But it's on my to-do. It's going to give me, what, 10 more and an extra slot. No, not an extra slot. It'll give me, I think... Yeah, this is 25. So it'll only give me 5 more spell damage when plus a bunch of other good stats, but... I'm up to 543 now. And this will bump me up a bit. Because I'm currently... actually, it won't. I think it's just better stats. But they're both 30s. And even the stats are debatable. But for me, AC and hit points is worth it. But yeah. I moved over to Charm of Exotic Speech. And I'm now using Boots of Insanity. And I can't get away from Shawl of Protection just yet. Hopefully soon. But I do have my Furious, which is going to give me another 26. So technically, I'm up to 569 spell damage. And if I put on my shovels, I'm at 627. So, because, you know, technically, I don't have to sword and board. If I wanted to cap 750, it's okay to wear my, you know, my pacifiers, my shovel pacifiers. Because I can add another, what is it? 618 to it. That would put me 627 plus 18. That put me to 645. Those are Wiz Epics. So they're 50 a pop. And technically, I can put double intellect dogs on it too, which means I can make them both 70. What is it? How much was it? Plus 6? I forget how much it is for both backed in it. What og? Oh, I have it on my dagger. So 18. So that'd give me another 18. So that'd be 68 and 68 roughly. But that's assuming I could replace it with 16, 18 or whatever. So Drax, because I have that pocket healer with no chef, I honestly, I was over tanking. I was way too tanky. And so I'm basically shifting up my gear. You know what I actually need to test? I hadn't tested this too much yet. Is if I use the healing AUG on a Wiz Epic, even dual wielding it, how good is the heal amount? Where's a good fast place to test? Guess Gunthack. Anyways, if I dual wield Wiz Epics and just go for high spell damage, and then I switch in my... How does Rage feel? Oh wait, I can't hurt myself while I'm in combat, so let's flop. That's probably good enough. All right. It heals for shit. Yeah, feeling like 500 a tick with crits of 846. Because my heal amount is only 351 or 357. Basically, I was seeing if I could turn, if I'm dual wielding with those AUGs in it though, and they're healing for, you know, let's say 800 crit, 200 normal, and I'm dual wielding that, would I be able to survive with it? Because I really don't want to have to weapon swap if I don't have to. I don't know. If I get really close to 750, I might do that. And then once I, you know, start to wane away from 750, I'll switch back. But yeah. So technically, my spell damage right now is higher at potential, but I'm also going Link Dead. Why are we randomly crashing? Necropolis, Ithacor, Dulac, 1157. That was yesterday. I don't think that was a crash. Yeah, I think that was a server flop. But when we get back in, I'll test real quick. All right, still crashing apparently. Is the OC going nuts? for general. Dude, general is huge. Dump. I'll try again. I'm literally in Gulf of Gunthack and I crashed. There we go. Now I'm in. Okay. So I got a bunch of junk to sell. We can see how much sleepers and bristle ended up making me with just trash loot. Unfortunately, like everything doesn't sell other than spells. Which honestly sells for like 11 plat a piece. So not exactly. Shield of the Clawed Guardian, 9 plat. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I sold everything when I did mine earlier, dude. Like I aggroed Tunair, I looted every mob. Though I did get stuck where Tunair, I got summoned by the mobs, and then Tunair was beating on me and perma-rooted me, and so I wasn't able to kill her and go, or at least I couldn't go loot, right? Because she wasn't dead. And so corpses poofed. Yeah. That kind of put me in a vicarious situation. Also, I got rewound a bit. I had my epic still on. Interesting. But anyways, let's do a quick price check. Useless. These guys, I want to put in here. I've been collecting pieces and putting it in these, based on needs. I'm definitely getting enough robes. Wait, F. How do I remember this? Staff of the Morning Dew having something interesting. Is it like, it's a simp strike. Okay. They sell for like nothing, so. All right, I'm just going to sell this shit or delete this shit. It doesn't have anything up, or it's worth like less than 1,000. It's just not worth my time to even send. That one sells okay. That one is definitely going down in price. That one, maybe. Good, I'll send them. Thj. I don't really have a choice yet, Matsurugi. I'm just doing some observations is what I've been doing lately. Just running around, checking zones, seeing what kind of EXP it's given, or sorry, money, and then adjusting accordingly. So morning dew could potentially be good as a alternative to epic. You know, just because if all I care about is spell damage, I can just dual wield these, throw in some cool procs, call it a day. To be honest though, I would probably go Sinister Strikes. Or this one. Staff of the Silent Star. Because with the staff, I get the 400 DD and I can just rage that shit. And it's a lure proc, so the resists are pretty low. And I don't know. We'll see. Everything's kind of in the air still. Bristlebane can be slowed. I think it's a partial slow, but yes. Let's go ahead and end the stream early though. Not early. It's actually pretty late. It's been 2.5 hours. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. I do try to stream every day for at least a couple hours. Chances are I might shift my streaming time up to like, I don't know, let's say like 6 or 7 p.m. and then stream all the way until like now. This will be my cutoff. We'll see. It depends on work and how I feel and all that. Yeah, thanks for hanging out as well. I appreciate all of you, and hopefully you learned something. And if not, hope you're enjoying THJ, and I'll be around. Cool. Let's go see if there's anyone to raid. I imagine there's quite a few people on still at 10. Let's take a look at the options. Never mind. Apparently I'm the only one that's... Oh, Grumpy is. Grumpy.
Thanks for the follow. O_Lord.
I missed that for some reason. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the follow. And if you have a Prime sub you haven't used. Oh, Lottie. Thank you again. We're going to go ahead and raid, though. Grumpy Mick Grumperson. Grumpy Mick Grump. All right. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's the app. But cool. Have a good one. Care.